Bismillah, Bismillah, au nom d'Allah, Bismillah.
Good afternoon, learners. Welcome again to our lesson 2. It's mathematics class 7, and in our lesson 2 we are going to deal with addition and subtraction of decimals. Addition and subtraction of decimals. Our previous lesson was recurring decimals. But before we did recurring decimals, we had worked out and we had dealt with the place value of decimals. One thing that is important when we are doing addition and subtraction of decimals is that we should be able to master the place values of the digits. Place values of all digits, be it ones, be it tens, be it hundreds, be it thousands, so forth, be it on the decimal part, tens, hundreds, thousands, and so forth. So that after we've mastered the place values of decimals, when it comes to the addition and subtraction of decimals, we are actually able to align the digits according to their place values. It's only after understanding the place values and aligning the digits according to their place values, then we are able to come up with the correct answer. And to begin us is our example 1, where you are told add 472.308 should be added to 0.48926, then you add to 0.7. So 472.308 added to 0.48926, then again added to 0.7. Let's arrange the digits. 472.308. Now when you look at these digits, 3 here is in the place value of tenths. When we come to the second part, 4 is in the place value of tenths. So you should be able to align the digits according to their place values. So this one will be 0.48926. Then you add to 0.7. Remember, we are adding. Then this gives us 6 to 8 plus 9 gives you 17. So you write 7, you carry 1. 1 plus 0 gives you 1, plus 8 gives you 9. 3 plus 4 gives you 7. 7 plus the other 7 here gives you 14. So you write 4, decimal, carry 1. 1 plus 2 plus 0 plus 0 gives you 3. You drop down the 7, then you drop down the 4, and that becomes your answer. Remember, like I've just said, you should be able to align the digits according to their place value. We move on to our example number 2. Our example number 2 is 891.45. Take away 18.03705. Again, it should be able to arrange the digits according to their place values. So we are going to have 891.45. Take away 18.0 here is in the place value of tenths. So it should be again in line with the 4, which is also in the place value of tenths. So 18.03705. The total to subtract. In such an example, it is easier if you add zeros here. Remember, those zeros will have no effect, especially when it comes to either addition or when it comes to subtraction. They only have an effect when it comes to the place values. But if it comes to addition or subtraction, then they have no effect. Then now you subtract. When you look at 0, we will not be able to take away 5. So what do? You can't borrow from the zeros. So you borrow away from 5, cancel it. What remains here is 4. Then 0 here changes to 9. The other 0 here changes to 9. Then this 0 becomes 10. Then 10, take away 5, gives you 5. You drop, this is the 9 that we have, take away 0, that gives you 9. What we have here again is 9, take away 7, gives you 2. What remains here is 4. 4, take away 3, gives you 1. Then 4, take away 0, gives you 4. Point. Again, this one will not be able to take away our 8 here. So what do? You again borrow from 9. It changes into 8, then this becomes 11. Then 11 minus 8 gives you 3. Then here remains 8. 8 take away 1 gives you 7. Then you drop your 8. So actually your answer becomes 873.41295. Remember again, like I've just said, it is very important that you align the digits according to their place values. We move on to our example number 3. Our example number 3 reads, work out the following and give your answer correct to the number of decimal places in the brackets. I repeat, work out the following and give your answer correct to the number of decimal places in the brackets. A. You're told to work out 0.5 plus 3.2 plus 0.018. Then you're told round off, or rather you're told write your answer correct to the number of decimal places in the bracket. So what this means is that we should be able to work out this addition of decimals. Then later we write our answer in correct to the number of decimal places that are in the brackets, which is 2. So in this case, we take 0.5 add to 3.2 add 0.018. Then we add them. This gives you 8, this gives you 1, this gives you 7, and then this 3. That is, here we say that we can supply zeros, such that when you take 0 plus 0 plus 8 gives you 8, 0 plus 0 plus 1 gives you 1, 5 plus 2 plus 0 gives you 7, then this is 0 plus 3 plus 0 gives you 3. Now, we are told to write correct to 2 decimal places. You have learned about rounding off. So we are rounding off to 2 decimal places. So what do? We consider the third decimal place. Remember what you are told when you want to round off. When you consider the third decimal number here, which is 8, and you find that it is 5 and above, what do? You just, in our case here, the digit is 8. So what do? We just add 2 to the next, you just add 1 to the next number and it becomes 2. Such that your answer now will read 3.72 and that becomes your answer. You will have written your answer correct to 2 decimal places. We move on to our part B. B reads 172.4 minus 62.03, then take away 3.1. Right, correct to 1 decimal place. Then this becomes 172.4 subtract 62.03 subtract 3.1. say it again. You can as well add zeros there. Now, when you look at this working, we are going to have 0, take away 3, then take away 0. 0 will not be able to subtract 3. So what do? You borrow from 4. This becomes 10. 10 subtract 3, that gives you 7. 1 remainder is 3. 3 take away 0, take away 1 is going to give you 2 point. 2 take away 2 is going to give you a 0. At this point, we need to be very careful that when you take 2, take away 2, that is going to give you a 0. A 0 will not be able to subtract our 3. So what do? We just borrow from this, becomes 16. Then that 0 that we are going to get in this part, it will change into 10. Then now 10 will subtract 3 to give you 7. Here you remain with 6. 6 subtract 6 gives you 0, then 1. So your answer becomes 107.27. 107.27. But remember, you've been told to write the answer correct to one decimal number. That is, when you consider this, because our answer is 107.27. If you want to write correct to one decimal place, what do? You consider the second decimal place. If it's more than 5, add 1 to the next number. So when you look at this, 7 is more than 5. So what do? You add 1 such that this becomes 107.3. We move on to our next example, which is going to serve as our last example. Our example C, we read 42.05 plus 3.95, then plus 125.4. Arrange those digits according to their place values. So you're going to have 42.05, 3.95, 125.4. Align them like that, then you add. This becomes a 0. Then 5 plus 5 plus 0 gives you a 10. So you write 0, you carry 1. 1 plus 0 gives you 1, plus 9 gives you 10, plus 4 gives you 14. So you write 4 and you carry 1. 1 plus 2 gives you 3. 3 plus 3 gives you 6. 6 plus 5 gives you 11. So you write 1. Carry 1. 1 plus 4 gives you 5. Plus this 2 down here will give you 7. Then you drop down the 1. That is your answer, and you've been told to write it correct to one decimal place. So our answer becomes 171.4, simply because this is a 0. There is a digit that is less than 5. So what we do is we just omit it, and then nothing happens to our 4. So our final answer will be 171.4. Addition of decimals and subtraction of decimals, as I went up, is a simple subtopic. What you need to have in mind is how to align the digits according to their place values. Then after that, now you are able to either work out the addition or the subtraction. Make sure that you copy the notes. Make sure that you do the exercises that you are going to send you, so that when we open or when we come back to schools, we just mark the work. Otherwise, let me take this chance to wish you all the best. Thank you.